what we're doing is going back to these workshops. They were conducted, I think, in 2020, 2021, 2022, but obviously a lot of new people have started since then. So I think it'd be a good idea to conduct these again. We're going to try and do them every 2 weeks, every Friday at roughly 2 o'clock. It shouldn't last any more than between 10 and 20 minutes. I know everybody's busy, and the last thing I want is to be keeping you away from your site. So we'll only do about 10, 20 minutes every second Friday. And each workshop basically focuses on one tool in particular. So we won't be talking about RFIs and submittals and snags on the one workshop. We would just be talking about one tool. All these meetings are going to be recorded as well, so everybody will be able to access them. So at the minute, you'll access them through Data Workplace. You go into Data Workplace, you go into Dropbox Clancy, you go into Common folder 22, how-to videos. And inside there, you'll see how-to videos for BIM and safety and lean construction. And in here is Procore. And inside in here, all the future videos will be right here. There's also the older videos as well that Colin Canal used to do, and I think Brian did them as well. And you'll see them, they're all inside in that Data Workplace with links there to the YouTube channels, just inside this webinar. What we also have here is, some of you might be familiar with this, is we also have our how-to PowerPoints. So today's one is about creating inspection templates. And you can be able to see a how-to guide here as well. So all that stuff will be stored here. So if you're ever looking for anything, maybe how-to for submittals or RFIs, they're all inside in that folder. And as you can see here, the little PowerPoints and step-by-step telling you exactly what it is that you need to do. So that's a very handy folder that you guys are able to use. And like I said, all the videos that we do will be planted in here as well. So basically today we're going to focus on inspections and we're going to focus on how to create a template. So there's a difference between creating a template inspection and creating an actual inspection. A template is like the umbrella. So it's like your monthly site sustainability audit, so to speak, or your checklist. And then you create all your checklists from that one umbrella one that's out there, that template. So all you do is you go into inspections. You obviously go to your site. So you go to your site first, and this one's just the test. You go into inspections, and inside in here to create a brand new template that's never been created before, you go in and you click configure settings here. Almost everyone on this call has admin permission, so you should all have access to that gear icon. If you don't, just send me an email or a text and I can get you access to it. So in here, you can see all the templates that we have, brickwork, EHS, all these ones here. Anything that has a little flag beside it means that it's managed at company level. That basically means that every single site has the exact same inspection. If it doesn't have a flag, it means that it's specific to this particular job that you're on. So if it doesn't have a flag, it means it's only on this job. If it's got a flag, it means that it's on every other job as well. In order to import some company level ones, you just click this button up here, import company level, and there's stuff in here you can import. Pop-up checklist, precast stairs and landing. And if you want to import it, you just click on that and click import template, and that'll import it from company level. So to create a brand new one yourself, all you have to do is in the top right-hand corner, press that big orange button, create. And from here, you would give your inspection a title of some description. In this example, we will just go with membrane, we'll just say. You would select a type. So obviously you don't just have to create quality ones. You can create safety ones. You can create ones that for environmental and health and safety. So in this example, it will be quality, and you would associate any trade that's associated with it. If your inspection involves multiple trades, you'll need to leave that blank because you can only select one trade at a time. You put in a description here then as well. A membrane checklist, and it could be for certain phase one or something like that you can put in. And you can also attach in any attachments. So if there's any drawings that you'd like to be associated with this inspection template, you put that in here, or any specifications as well. You just attach the file, just press attach file, and you either take it from your own computer or you can take it from the drawings or photos or forms that are on Procore as well. So in here then, you would create a title. So we'll just say membrane. Obviously, if this was something, say like a room closeout checklist. Your section titles could be electrical, mechanical, and painting, or something to that degree. Yeah, we'll just call this one membrane. You have two ways then that you can actually add items to it. You can either type them out individually, which you can do. So it could be something like, just type something out like this. And then you would say whether it's a pass fail. These responses here, there's different types of responses. You can go with pass fail, you can go with true false, you can go yes, no. It could be a text, it could be a number, it could be a scale of 1 to 10 as well. So there's a few different types of responses. Generally, they tend to be pass fail, yes, no, a number or a text. It's generally what they tend to be. But what you can also do is you can also do quick add. So if you had some questions from, say, a Word document that somebody gave you, or a PDF, or somebody might have emailed you a list of questions, you can just simply press copy and paste, and you'll be able to paste them all in here, which is very, very useful for doing multiple at the one time, rather than just typing out each one individually. The good thing about this as well is you can actually link it with, say, something like ChatGPT as well. So maybe some of you who may be familiar with what ChatGPT is. I'm not 100% sure if all of you are. But basically, ChatGPT is like a chatbot. It allows you to ask questions, and you can. It's mixing a little bit of kind of Google with WhatsApp, essentially. So this is just an example of what you can do with ChatGPT. You could ask it a question, give me a pre-installed checklist for GP4 NSA approved radon membrane. Give me a list of 10 questions in full I can use to fill out an inspection. And you just type that in here, and you would press that button there, and it'll start creating your checklist for you, which is very, very handy. The more detail that you can put in, the better. So you might have something that has sizes as well. You could put something in, and you create a checklist for a trench of such and such a depth, such and such a width, such and such a length, that's supporting something. So it's a very, very useful tool that I would highly, highly recommend a lot of you use. But just with the quick add, basically all you would have to do is you just, and again, these could be coming from an email or a Word document or a PDF. You would just simply copy it, paste it in, and press add 10 items, and then it'll do it quickly rather than just typing them all out individually. The good thing about this as well is if you wanted all these answers and responses to be yes, no, you would just click this button up here, click edit response types, and select yes, no, and apply. And then that changes all your response types to yes, no. The good thing about this as well is you can obviously just select a few that maybe are just pass fail, edit response, and it can do bulk editing at the same time. And you could just change it maybe to a number or something. And again, press apply and it'll do it, rather than individually doing it throughout each one. In this one, like I said, we just have one section here called membrane. You could have something in other ones, and it could be called, like I said, if it's something like, say, a room closeout checklist, you could have something like electrical section with 4 or 5 questions. You could have mechanical with 4 or 5 questions. And you would put those all inside in here. And again, it is the same idea. You would press add item or add quick item and type in your questions from there. Then all you would have to do after that is just press create. That's all you have to do after that. So that template is now available and ready to be used. So if you're whenever you're doing your inspection, you just go to, like normal, create inspection. You will go down to membrane, which is there, and you'll be able to conduct your inspection like normal. And you can fill that out 100 times, 1,000 times, as many times as you want. Another little thing as well that I've noticed, and that I think will be very beneficial for a lot of you, is if you can schedule some of your inspections. So something there that might be very useful, I know Tom O'Malley would probably appreciate it, is the sustainability, the monthly sustainability. We can schedule those to be done every single month. The great thing about this is you just schedule it here. We have an example of the monthly energy audit scheduled for the next year to be assigned to Andy Alexander Arnold. And what happens then is Andy then would get an email notification whenever it's due to be done. We click into his email, and redirect him to the inspection that he has to fill out. And it's very, very straightforward. It prompts you to do it, which is a great thing, particularly if you're doing something that's repetitive, that's monthly or weekly. It's a very, very good idea to do it. So to create one, all you have to do to create a schedule is press create up here. You go into schedules here, inspection schedule. You would pick whatever it is. So I'll pick, in this example, I'll pick a GA2 for a dumper. And you would say when you want the very first inspection to be done. So let's say we want them to be done, to be done every Friday of every week. And then what we'll say is one day before the Friday, on the Thursday, we're going to get an email notification saying that needs to be done. And then we select an end date as well. So we'll say in a year's time, we want it to be finished. So you put in the first due date. And what happens then is Procore will automatically notify the assignee one day before that inspection needs to be done. You could change this to a week before or a few days before as well. That's customary. And then down here, you would put in your assignee. And the Alexander Arnold. Put in anybody you want in the distribution group. There it is. You put in a point of contact, your responsible contractors, and you will press create. That was already been used. So yeah, once you press create, it'll appear then inside in here, which is a very useful tool, particularly if you're doing something that's weekly or monthly, something that's very repetitive. It's a very good idea. It'll notify your assignee rather than somebody having to text you or ring you a couple of days after something was due to say, why isn't it done? This would preempt them to do it, which would be a very useful thing to do going forward. As well, when it comes to inspections, you know that you can also do some that don't just have to be quality related. You can create some inspections that are, like I was saying, health and safety or environmental. I actually create some personal ones for myself that I use. So I've created a checklist, something that I do quite repetitively. So it would be stuff like, it would be a simple checklist that would be, have I sent my timesheet to Diane? Have I done my own weekly work plan? Just, it doesn't have to be necessarily inspections for quality or for concrete or anything like that. If you can create customary ones like that. But look, that was kind of the gist of it there now. I don't think there's anything too complex about it. If you've any questions there, lads and ladies, feel free to ask away, or if Brian wants to add anything in there.
Yeah, Connor, that was very good. I thought I knew Procore like the back of my hand, but I didn't actually realize about that schedule function there. So very interesting. And obviously the chat GPT is very interesting too. So checklist has been a problem in the company for a while. So it's possibly a way to organize them or create them in a more organized and functional fashion going forward. Yeah, but very good presentation. Well done.
I'm just going to put into the chat there a link to ChatGPT for those of you who may not have it. It's a very useful tool. It's very good as well if you're looking to set something like formulas in Excel or something like that. It's actually really, really useful for stuff like that as well. Basically, all you would have to do is you would just create your account, put in your fancy email, you would create a password. It then asks you to verify it in your email. You just press verify, it's simple enough. Go back to ChatGPT, press the refresh button. They send a code into your phone as well. And then you're up and running. And it's very, very straightforward. It's very much like WhatsApp. So you can ask it a question and you'll see it typing out the response to you. But you can actually stop and go, actually, can you explain something else, or can you go into more detail on something? It's a very useful tool that I think we should start using more and more. So if anyone has any other questions there, feel free to ask away.
Honor, Declan here. Sorry, I have the camera off. I'm in the car. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
No, just two comments, and thanks for that. That was very useful. And hopefully people will log into these every week, because there's great little nuggets of information. So it's important that everyone logs in and takes something away from it. And again, like Brian, the scheduling and the chat GPT, that's brilliant. Like they're really, really useful. We've had a long-standing problem with checklists going back a number of years, and the problem go back 10 years ago is that they were paper-based, and there was too much paper and too much hassle. Then we brought in the iPads and BIM 360 field, and now we're in Procore. So we have the tools available for everybody to do it. So hopefully that kind of reduces that excuse. And also we have, I would say, probably adequate management on site in terms of we have some, be it placement students, engineers or junior site managers. And to be fair to the site managers, they have an awful lot to do. So there should be, there's a lot of help there that, again, there should be no excuses why the checklists aren't done. So again, that's going to be a kind of a focus for Buchan over the coming months. Get back looking at that. And I think we've all the tools available there, be it software and hardware, to make that easier for everybody. And that's what it's about, making it easier for everybody. And obviously raising our standards, our quality control, and that's good. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for that, Conor. Yeah, thanks.
Perfect. Just to show you there what kind of the agenda is like for the next number of weeks. The next one we're going to focus on is markups on drawings. We're going to be then talking about QR codes. We schedule these every second week. Basically, but it's you guys there on site who are going to be the ones who actually ultimately determine the agenda. If you want us to focus on something in particular that's been annoying you or been repetitive on your sites, let us know. The reason we've done it every second week is so that week in the middle, we can put whatever you want to do inside in that week as well. So it really is up to you guys, whatever it is that you would like us to focus on and put the workshops for. I'm more than happy to do it. As you know, I'm happy to go to any sites. You can feel free to ring me or text me if you have any questions there. But yeah, any more questions, feel free to ask away there.
Sorry, Conor, Ian Smiley here. Apologies, I joined a bit late there. Missed the first kind of half of your presentation. So you may have covered this already, but where are you told us that you're recording these sessions that you're doing.
Yeah.
Where can we find those recordings if we want to say sit down and run through the recording with the site team? So
Data Workplace, inside in Dropbox Clancy, common folder 22, which is how-to videos. Inside in there, and you'll see how-to videos for safety and quality and a few more. You go into number 10, which is Procore, and they're going to be just right here.
That's super. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. No problem.
Conor, we might set up a YouTube channel as well, maybe. For
yeah,
some of the younger audience as well. So.
Yeah, perfect.
What are you saying, Brian?
You're part of the younger audience as well, Ian.
Oh, well played, well played, Brian. Well done.
Yeah. No, just we set up a YouTube channel and you can subscribe to it.
Hey, Conor, are you there? Tom here.
Hi, Tom.
So, Conor, we have a whole new crew of people around the Dublin region, and the QR codes, some we're familiar with and some weren't. And the use of the QR codes are fantastic on the site, especially the multi-room ones. So it might be worth on one of these to go through the benefits of the QR codes and how people can get them and use them on Procore, because it's a fantastic tool.
Yes, absolutely. We can set one up specifically just for that. No problem at all.
Super, thank you. Great presentation, by the way. Thank you.
Any other questions there from anyone?
Thank you, Conor.
Fair play, Conor. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, lads and ladies, no bother. Just a reminder, Liverpool are playing tomorrow at 2 o'clock for anyone who's interested.
And so are Leinster tomorrow evening.
Thanks, Conor.
You just changed the whole tone of the presentation there, Conor. It is going so well.
I thought that added it to
You should be mentioning Liverpool after last night now. You should be saying about Liverpool after last night. 3-0. How did you get that?
We'll be fine.
At home, Conor. Huh? Get rid of Jurgen Klopp quicker. He's staying there too long.
Saint Jurgen.
Good luck.
Very good.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Conor. See you later. Thank you. Thanks, Conor. Thanks, Conor. Thanks, Conor.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.